In the previous video, our camping trip went horribly wrong. We were jet skiing across to Fraser Island with the new camping trailer you guys named Derek. The chain connecting Derek to the jet ski snapped, and then the lid blew off, and then Derek nearly sank. We lost all our food and an entire carton of beer vanished.
Food? There was a carton in here.
Even the fishing rods were broken. We were forced to ditch Derek along with all our fuel and camping supplies. In this video, we continue north, hoping to find a safe anchorage to camp the night. Not a word was spoken as we cruised along, and then our spirits lifted. In the distance, we spotted the crystal clear waters of Wathumba Creek. After such a harrowing journey, it was a relief to finally arrive. By the way, a big thank you to all of you who have been watching and supporting this new channel. During the past month, we've had nearly 20,000 views. This channel is dedicated to jet skiers and campers just like us. So if you would like to be one of the founding members, please click the red subscribe button. It's totally free. With all the delays, it was now low tide and the lagoon was very shallow. We were forced to walk the jet ski up the creek, dodging all the stingrays. After assessing the damage, reality set in.
Coming low tide, so we're well and truly, what would you say, bulked here. Campground's over there. Oh boy, not the best start.
Alright, crack open the jets then. Feel good? Good stuff. Oh boy, what a trip. We got the mince. Oh yeah. Good to go. Oh no. The hole there. Oh, this trip is really going well. Oh jeez. Tell you what, we're getting hungry now. How long since the last day?
We were tired, hungry, and had nowhere to stay. Our camping trip had turned into a disaster, and we needed rescuing. As luck would have it, we knew of some other campers elsewhere on the island, so with the last of our energy, we hauled ourselves to the top of a nearby sand dune, where we had just enough phone reception to send out a rescue request. We nervously waited, unsure if the others would have received our text message or be able to reply. The tension was palpable, and then all of a sudden, we were saved! The guys were coming to rescue us, and we were so relieved and thankful. Not long after, the rescue convoy of four-wheel drives drove in, loaded with icy cold beer and fridges full of food. Our dire predicament was over, and we were so grateful.
Oh, that's sensational.
Put carrots, whatever you want, sweet potato,
When you cook them in a fire, you bury them under the coal.
Yeah. Get them crispy, and they've got a butter in them as well, so garlic butter as well. So.
Yeah, man.
We anchored the jet ski and slept well that night. Early the next morning, we headed back south, retracing our path in the hope of recovering all the stuff we had left behind. We barely had enough fuel on board the jet ski to make it home, so there would be no turning back. Unless we recovered the jerry cans of fuel, this was a one-way trip. Conditions were much better, and as we cruised along the coastline, we spotted Derek exactly where we had left him. Surprisingly, Derek was already getting a lot of attention from the passing cars.
Oh yeah. Well, this is where we left it all yesterday, and it looks like, yeah, the lid's washed away.
We scoured the beach for the remaining camping gear and jerry cans of fuel, but all were gone. With limited remaining fuel, our hopes of returning to Wathumba Creek were dashed.
And the fuel cans have all gone too, unfortunately. So got to conserve fuel now.
The rescue team kindly offered to meet us at a nearby campsite. The camping spot was beautiful, so we anchored up and quietly waited for them to arrive.
Whoa!
We were having so much fun that even the jet ski didn't want to leave. When the guys finally made it, they were badly dehydrated, and we needed to help them set up camp.
There's some really tired blokes up here ready to sit on some chairs.
Oh, you didn't bring my chair!
Go back!
During the day, a large tourist boat arrived, bringing the guests ashore in tenders. We got talking to the captain and decided to donate the camping trailer to him. We figured Derek would have a happy life on board the tourist boat and would work well behind the tenders on their short trips ashore. As the tourist boat headed off, we waved a fond goodbye to our beloved Derek and settled in for the evening.
Oh, yeah.
By now the tide had come back in, so we dragged the jet ski above the high tide mark in order to sleep easy that night. Well, all good things must come to an end, and the next morning we hugged our rescuers goodbye and headed home.
Well, we survived. Minus the trailer, unfortunately. We didn't run out of fuel, despite losing those 3 jerry cans. A bit more chop than we expected based on the forecast. What was your highlight, Ben?
Probably losing that trailer.
Yeah.
That was painful.
We will take you off the log. Hope you had a good time out there. Marine Rescue Harvey Bay, standing by 7-3.
I hope you enjoyed the video. If you still haven't subscribed, please do. In the next video, we go deep into the jungle, searching for a forgotten treasure. Hang in there, and I'll see you next time.